back to Personal Finance for International Students. In the last episode, we talked about taxes and how much your income you actually keep. Today, we're talking about something just as important, whether you're allowed to keep earning that income at all. Because as an international student, it's not just about getting a job. It's about having the right kind of job under the rules. Let's start with a simple idea. Not every job is allowed under your visa. For example, if you're an OPT, your job must be directly related to your major. So let's say you study computer science. You're working as a software developer, that's fine. But if you take a job as a cashier or work in a restaurant full-time, that may not count as valid employment under OPT. And here's the problem. If you're getting paid, if the job doesn't meet the rules, it may not count, which means you could be using up to your unemployment days without realizing it. Let's talk about another important rule, unemployer requirements, especially for STEM students. If you're a STEM OPT, your employer usually needs to be part of the system of E-Verify. Here's a real example. Imagine you get 2 job offers. One company offers $70,000 but is not registered with E-Verify. Another offers $65,000 and is compliant. The higher paying job might look better, but it doesn't meet immigration requirements. You could lose your work authorization and your income completely. So sometimes the quote-unquote better job financially isn't actually the better choice long term. And another thing to understand is reporting requirements. When you're on an OPT, STEM OPT, you must regularly update your employment information, your job title, employer, address, and more. If you forget to report changes, your SCVIS record could be affected. And if your record is terminated, you lose your legal status, which means you lose your job immediately. Now let's think about that financially. Losing your job can mean 1, no income, 2, trouble paying rent, breaking a lease, having to leave, and even having to leave the country quickly. That's a major financial risk. So what should you do to protect yourself? First, make sure your job is clearly related to your major. Don't guess, confirm. Second, check that your employer meets all requirements, especially for students on STEM OPT. And third, stay on top of all reporting deadlines. Set reminders if you need to. Here's the big takeaway. Your ability to earn money doesn't just depend on getting hired. It depends on staying compliant. And staying compliant protects your income. In the next episode, we'll talk about CEVA status and visa risk, and what happens financially if something goes wrong with your status. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.